And welcome to World War Wednesdays, where we are once again playing our Hearts of Iron 4 game as Russia. Maybe this is going to be the final stream? I don't know. Where's the game? Why is it only black screen? Everybody panic! Panic! There we go. All right. Hey, everybody. Hello. What is on my screen right here? Oh. I thought it was a green screen problem. It's part of the game. Listen, everything's fine. Everything's okay. As always, these streams are extraordinarily professional. Everything is properly organized and functional right away with no problems ever. Alice Torn in the chat saying, not a bug! Alice Torn, of course, might be a little bit of a Paradox QA person. Something like that. Maybe had a little bit of fit there. Hey, Fuzzy Olympus, thank you very much. Yeah, I've been liking it too. But as with all things, with every strategy game we play, I'm always itching to start the next one, is always the thing. So we've been doing this for a few weeks now, and it's like, oh man, this is good and all, but like, when do we get to start a new run of something? But first, we got to take out the big blue blob over here. I'm not talking about France, I'm talking about the United States. We are playing as the Third Rome. We started as the Soviet Union, but we were secretly working to overthrow the communist regime. We started a civil war, reinstated the monarchy, and then because we had a cool name, decided to turn into a theocracy so that we could be the Third Rome, because that was kind of awesome and all that. We defeated the fascist faction, which was led by Japan, and we've done pretty well for ourselves. Not everything you see here is completely owned by us. Some of it is merely occupied because some of it is still technically in the possession of the Allies who are still fighting. And we are one of the Central Powers, technically led by the German Empire, which we've had to bail out a few times. The UK keeps doing D-Day style landings over here. Italy used to control like everything up to here. And then, I don't know, some series of decisions or something, I don't know what happened, caused Germany to basically flip ownership of significant parts of France, and then release Bourbon France over here. I don't know. I don't really know what the decision tree or whatever it is that led there, but it meant Italy has lost some land. Although, again, this was merely land they occupied, not land they truly owned, so it is overall better for the Central Powers for this to have happened because the situation's probably a little bit more stable. In terms of, you know, occupation status and things. But yeah, I don't know. I like how Third Rome now owns Galicia. Hey, listen, peace deals for peace deal. I don't know. The whole Spanish situation was very odd. I believe Spain joined the fascist Japanese faction, were then ultimately conquered, mostly by Italy and Germany over here. I don't think I did much, if anything, in this area. Was conquered. And then peace deal, people were very I don't know, they weren't very enthusiastic about taking territory over here for some reason. So two things, I ended up just grabbing Galicia for myself, and also the Spanish Empire is a puppet of Third Rome. I was reminded in chat that they are a puppet here, which means we might be able to get some good trade deals by trading with them. Although, really, resource-wise, well, actually, okay, I was gonna say resource-wise, we're fine. I forgot that we recently dramatically ramped up our production. I mean, we extract nearly 3,000 units of steel, and we are short. Now, we do have very generous trade laws, so we could change the trade laws to export less of it. The other thing we could do is just, you know, treat it as a fungible commodity. Sure, people are trading for some of our steel. Well, we'll flip it right around, and we'll import some back in, and we'll end up with at least a net balance there. But if we do trade with the Spanish Empire, we should actually get better deals, and in fact, they're there. The downside with the Spanish Empire is it will require convoys. We do have a lot of convoys, and I don't think it's going to pass through any sea zones that are threatened. So it is very likely. How much do we get per factory? Wow, we get 80 units per factory. We could throw a second factory in here for the final 6, but tell you what, we'll just do the one trade deal for the 80 over here, and that's going to be okay. Yeah, that's fine. And we could potentially get a little bit more from some of our other neighbors over here, but it might not matter too much. Or we'll do like some vaguely efficiency trades over here with Bourbon France and German Empire as well to get a little bit more, and we'll call that good enough. That's going to be pretty damn close. Yeah, it has to go through the Mediterranean, but I think we have pretty good control over the Mediterranean. Technically, the UK still has some bases over here, but I don't think they have a tremendous amount of naval presence. We'll see. If we start losing convoys, then, you know, we get unfulfilled trade requests, then we'll change and see what we do. Convoys... yeah, you can tell what convoys, what sea zones to avoid, but I don't think we want to get them to, like, go around, like, Africa or something like that to get to us. I suspect the shortest route for them is to just go through the Mediterranean and land somewhere over here, yeah? Could force the route to go Mediterranean or north, preventing... Right, do we think it's going there? If I go into the naval map mode, I can see, like, trade zones. This is trade routes to the Spanish Empire. Import steel from the Spanish Empire. So it looks like it's coming from here to over here, which I think is pretty much what we want. I think that's pretty good. I guess it leaves from the closest seaport, which it's funny because it's one of the islands as opposed to the mainland, but something like that. And yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I'm actually surprised that it doesn't go over land though. Is this their capital or something? It is, isn't it? That's their star here. The capital of the Spanish Empire is Mallorca. Because I'm like, hold on, something doesn't add up. We have a contiguous land route. Why do we need sea convoys? Right? We can go through here, you know, France, Germany, they're all our buds, and then it's just us. I'm like, my brain was doing, hold on a second. No, their capital is on this island, which is where everything's flowing out of. All right. Puppet them the cheapest problem. I don't think I clicked on anything particularly intentionally when it came to puppeting them. Maybe I clicked on the cheapest province, maybe something else, but yeah. Sitting there, there's got to be a bug to say nothing. No, everything is working exactly as intended. It's just a little bit funny to look at. Anyway, our plans for today. It's whiskey and chocolate. Marching through the Americas. Oh, we should take a look real quick at the diplomacy map mode to get an idea of who we're fighting. So, I mean, as all green is all good. This view here encompasses all of the baddies, or maybe we're the baddies. I don't know. We got whiskey and chocolate. Who's that? Hey, it's Coleman Nacho! Got a question for you. Do you like crab's tail salad? Do crabs have tails? I love crab tail salad. If you're saying the other nations of steel are steel, I'm wondering if it's a translation thing. If maybe you mean lobster tail or something, or I have a very different mental image of a crab that's perhaps completely wrong. But yes, I do love seafood salads. I mean, crab, lobster, shrimp, all delicious. I don't tend to like. I mean, I very rarely have seafood because first of all, no one else in the house eats it. And you know, if I'm gonna go out, I'm not gonna pay like $1 billion for seafood. But when I've had the opportunity to, crab is not something I tend to order because it's so much goddamn work to eat. To go through all the little crab legs. I mean, maybe if you can get like the monster giant crab legs, but I don't think I've ever had access to that. But I do like lobster because the lobster tail is easy to eat and it's yummy. Oh, it's crab's tail salad. Well, cool, man. I'm very curious. Anyway, our plan for today is to focus on North America over here. We do also have an invasion down here. I guess the plan for today is to focus on the Americas in general. If we do make it to the coast over here, and if we can get control of the Panama Canal, which might be another invasion, then maybe we can do some naval invasions within the Gulf of Mexico, but we might just be able to run through overland okay. So far, we've done really well over here. It's actually Mexico that's holding us off very well. I think they have a little bit more of a concentration of troops, and it's very rough terrain, so it kind of makes sense that it's a bit difficult. We might be able to do more naval invasions down here to open other fronts. If we could land here and then make a beeline to Mexico City, that might be really wonderful for us to get them to GG out of this. Something like that is absolutely possible. We do have a couple of paratrooper squads and some transport planes as well. Maybe something like that could open up. Our naval domination is not very. Let's say that, you know, all of our ships are basically positioned here off the west coast of North America, and we don't really have a lot of naval presence. That being said, it seems to be enough for us to get enough naval superiority for landings. Here's the naval map mode, and you can see, I mean, we don't have 100% or anything, but we have above 50, which means we can do naval invasions, and we have 100% in a few places. So I don't know where the American Navy is. It's possible they've lost a bunch. I don't think we've got a ton of espionage presence with them. It's possible they've lost a bunch. Yeah, 41% over here. We don't have a really good idea. It's possible that they're mostly just active in the Atlantic as well. So I'm not sure. I mean, in theory, they have, you know, maybe a half dozen carriers, you know, a dozen or two battleships. So they definitely have a navy. And I think we've encountered a couple of times, but not significantly so. If we take a look over here, the Battle of Honolulu, our naval bombers are blowing up some of their destroyers. So that's nice to see. We've got some other naval battles being reported. What? I'm assuming these are submarines repositioning themselves, because I do not... Oh, no, that's not true. I do have my submarines operating over here, because I assume a lot of convoys get squeezed through here, so I do have my subs operating in this area. So we are encountering a few things, but mostly... These are disengaged, right? These are not sunk. Now that's the active attack. There's also a report of something that did happen. Lost a sub for a couple of convoys. That's not really a good exchange. Okay, I've noticed this before. Shouldn't OK dismiss this? Or is this happening over and over again? Shouldn't OK dismiss this? I mean, I know I can right-click it. I'm sure that used to. Someone's at the bottom. Oh, okay, yeah, just one convoy sunk in this battle so far. Lots of ships have been damaged, though. Hopefully, we can damage a bunch of their big ones and take them out of commission. Is it because it's paused? Old bug. Okay. And then these are just convoy rating results, which are happening all over the place. See, that's going away properly. Holy crap! We did lose 62 naval bombers, but... we actually sunk the HMS Sverige, the actual, like, Swedish ship named after Sweden. Look at this mix of ships that were sank, including 2 battleships. Amazing. Okay, fairly pleased with how that's working out. Excellent. Love to see it. What decisions are available? Okay, again, I don't want the propaganda efforts. Wish there was a button that says really fuck off forever propaganda. You're annoying notification I don't care about. Let's get some more strip mining here, because apparently we could use more steel, and that's okay. I think we're pretty much ready to unpause and get things started. Yeah, 62 bombers, 40 warships seems like a fair trade. Yeah, seems pretty good. There's a mod for the propaganda thing. I should take a look at it. Am I running any mods at all? I think the answer might be no for Hearts of Iron. All right, let's unpause and see what starts to shake out over here, because I don't know exactly the situation we left things in. I mean, our battle plan is clearly executing. Lots of American troops sitting over here that are probably still being sort of deployed and moved here, so they don't have a lot of org, they don't have a lot of dig-in, and they don't have any supply. Now, we also don't have much in the way of supply over here, so it's a double-edged sword, which is a very apt phrase given warfare. Let me get you to specifically move up here, capture that supply route. Since that guy's already broken and everything, you guys are all marching there. And some of you are going to capture the supply route as well. That looks really good to me. We do have a naval invasion, I think, currently underway. Do I have points to spend? I do have some points to spend for some upgrades. Let's get the infantry expert over here. But yeah, why was this happening again? I've got 46 command power. It'll cost 15. We saw this last time, and I don't remember what that was. Oh, do you have a limit? It looks like he can have 2 more traits. Oh, you know this issue? Is this actually a bug and not something I'm doing wrong? Because, I mean, I don't care too much. Other than being confused. Oops. See, he got his level. He had one trait slot, and we assigned it. This guy here has 2 trait slots, it looks like. He's level 5, he's only got 2 traits. As far as I know, he should be able to get this. Is it that he had the XP for the trait, but not XP for the actual level? I think it's focused on you need to pick the preferred tactic first. You think so? All right, let's pick Relentless Assault. Okay, skill 5 is required to pick up for a tactic. Isn't he skill 5? I feel like I'm crazy. Let's just close that window and not open it again. It's not like we need it to win the war. I'm just confused. You're some bent on world domination, you have to be a bit crazy for that. You don't have to be crazy to want to take over the world, but it helps. Alright, so this poor Marine division, I feel real bad for them. We really do have to sub them up. Or I suppose I could flip them to regular infantry and then change some other divisions to Marines. Because these guys should really be doing Marine things. It looks like Italy's moving some dudes up here. Maybe that'll be fine. Maybe when Italy gets here, we can relieve those Mariners. Over here... Okay, first of all, I didn't realize some of my teal guys... Let's get you in position. Some of the teal guys I was manually moving forward on the front, which is no good. Let's get you positioned here, and then get ready for a naval invasion of Seattle. We can... okay, hold on. Pause. Don't touch the teal guys, Quill. Stop it! Just run this guy up manually. Okay. Now I'm going to take one of these guys and run you sort of parallel this way into Portland and do that. So Seattle will go and listen to some grunge bands and get some Starbucks coffee. Maybe it's a little early on the timeline for that, but I think we're proving here today that we don't really care what the official timeline of history is. I mean, that is the nature of, like, playing Paradox games and stuff, right? Expanded Special Forces program, I believe, gave us more Special Forces, which is great. We can have more Marines. We're going to keep going down this way. No, this is, the acclimatization, so I don't do a lot with explicitly with the acclimatization. I sort of hope it happens automatically. I don't know. The Special Forces non-combat out of supply penalty is nice to get rid of, and I guess we'll go ahead and keep going down the Elite Forces route. So we are making use of them. Some of our trains are being bombed. That's okay. Spain's giving us some stuff. That's okay. Let's take a look at the trade situation. Now we have, like, way too much steel for some reason. I didn't think I'd over-traded that much, but maybe our production queues, or we're capturing some things. I don't know. I don't suppose Spain... Squint mode engaged? I don't think Spain is in here. You know what would be nice? If there was a way to sort this based on your ratio of factories for trade goods. So when you do have puppets and things like that give you like 80 to 1, it would make it a little clearer. Because, God forbid, I'm like going to remember that stuff. That's crazy. All right, let's trade with Bulgaria. And just get a bunch of stuff there. Make sure our production rates are going okay. You're going that way, which is... I mean, I appreciate you supporting that attack, but what I want you to do is obey me and do this. These are supply... Like, I'm not on the supply map mode, which is F4. Oh, it's actually up here. But whenever you see a bunch of rail coming in the same place on the normal land map, that's definitely where supply hub is. And obviously we want to grab those as much as possible, both so that we can use them ourselves, but also so we can deny them for our opposition. Okay, these guys are... Actually, they're still preparing, and not everyone's here yet. Squint mode for chat. There's a subject filter. There's a subject filter. I guess that would be okay. Now, are there different tiers of subjects for the purpose of trade? What are we doing here? Oh, I think we're probably still grabbing the Marine stuff. Well, I don't really want mine warfare. Why can't I do ocean-going Navy? Because I have to research heavy ship hubs. Or hulls. That's fine. I'm sorry, do we get a flat 5% breakthrough boost? Well, shit, give me some of that. Mortal Kombat! Yeah, so I was going to say, there are different levels of stuff that you get. So I could filter it for subjects. But some subjects are, like, better than others. I mean, ultimately, it probably doesn't matter, because mostly you're going to want to, like, take everything from every subject when you get a chance, but... Yeah, I don't really want to go into these entrenched guys. Although these guys not having fuel is interesting. And actually, if I had more dudes over here, we might be able to do a push. Tell you what, let's... I was going to say, we can probably push in here. Because they're out of supply and things. We can probably do a little something. Moving through this area is so slow. I've done so many invasions of North America through Alaska and through the Rockies here. And oh my god, it's apocalyptic. Like, a year will go by before you move a province. I don't know if that's literally true. Although it might actually be literally true. All right, we've grabbed that supply hub. We've got this airport over here too. Now, I do have a bunch of airplanes assigned to follow armies around, but let's grab the stack of 400 close support. We'll deploy them over here. We'll put you on close air support. And then we'll manually deploy you to the Rockies over here. I don't like them not having fighter support, although there's a good chance that there's no enemy aircrafts in this area. Check the air mode. Well, no, that's not true. Okay, listen, Alistorn, since you're here, I'm going to do my standard bitching of, I want to just make a wing of fighters. I don't care what model I pick. I just want to designate a wing of 100 fighters. And that's it. And just fill them with, which is what's going to happen here. And it's fine with fighter because it's at the top of the list. It's when I'm looking for a goddamn naval bomber or something like that, and I got to scroll through 30 models of fighters and 25 models of captured close air supports before I find the naval bombers. Pain in the ass. Makes no sense. Shouldn't be like that. Anyway, I'm gonna have to change my close air support wing when it gets here because we're gonna be over our limit. But yeah, standard whining from Quill. But sometimes it gets things done. Usually it doesn't. Oh, we're being pushed back a little over there. Still, we can move you there. Let's take a look at our naval invasion. There. Let's hit go on that. I know some divisions aren't there yet, but that's okay. At least it's not strategically redeploying to here, so it's going to have some org. And we've got 6 divisions going, which is probably enough. I'm not actually expecting much to be here. Be sure to fix in Victoria 3 first, just to spite you. Acceptable. Oh, I should be wearing my Victoria 3 shirt today. Damn it. I screwed up. I've got my, what is this? Oh yeah, this is the Harvey Milk camera shop shirt from San Francisco, which I love so much. Both the shirt and San Francisco. Let's get these field hospitals. Not that we're hurting for manpower, but it is nice to be able to preserve experience points. Let's do a little move here and into there, and let's do this. Although one of these guys, hang on, you just walk over there. You do this because nothing else. It gives them a combat penalty for their attack here. Once we capture the naval base over here, we'll have supply in this area, which is going to be nice. Atomic research is done. Let's go nuclear reactor. We got the 85% boost. We're not going to have nukes for a while, but my thought was always, maybe we'll just nuke the UK. Okay, we'll have decisions to merge some plants somewhere. Right here. So what does merging plants do? Use up a civilian factory for a while, that's fine. When it's done, 180 days, it gives us a 10% discount to coastal defense ships and gives us their technology. Discount to submarine production. Mines and ship repair, okay. Alright, let's start with the submarines because we do produce a lot of them. You still need naval invasion? Well, I don't need it. But it's Seattle, so yeah, I still want to jump ahead. Like, we were just bypassing Portland over here. We'll hit Seattle, and then we can close in from that side, and that's going to be okay. How are things going over here? Well, they're going. Tell you what, these deep blue Marines, I'm going to give you a combat plan and tell you to hit play on it. Because it looks like you're actually going to be able to make some moves, and that's going to be okay. That's very interesting. It's whiskey and chocolate! Just keep you pinned in. It's not going to succeed here. So that's okay. And then we're just going to try to go around and box you in a bit. And then you're moving in there, which is going to be great. We got whiskey and chocolate. Lovely. Mariners are coming down. I don't see any troops here yet. Would I have vision on them yet? No, I think they're entering one more sea. Okay, so there are some things over here, but ain't much. We got some whiskey and chocolate. Who's that? Hey, Wimey! Oh, come on! Thank you very much, Wimey. But, Wimey says, why was it so hard to go to church in England after World War II? They were church-ill. And Doc Villain in chat says, I think merging plants makes a salad. Bolivia has capitulated. Oh, that's right. We're also fighting in South America over here, where some things are happening. We should probably pay a little attention to what's going on there. When a clock moves forward, it goes tick-tack, but when third row moves backwards, it's tack-tick. You guys are really on form today. I don't know whether I love it or hate it. No, I love it, obviously. All right, Brazil, totally chill in the war. Brazil has no interest in fighting anyone, which is okay. What happened over here? That's interesting. Oh, it's the Bolivian capitulation. I'm like, did we get in pocketed and lose some things? No. Bolivia capitulated, so their land flipped to us, except there were still some other allied troops in the area, so they've held on to the territory over here. But that ain't gonna last very long. Let's do a little queue over here. You guys are moving in there and there, which looks great. Let's have you guys actually punch here. They're already getting attrition. And then do an assist from here. That's looking pretty good. We got a huge number of troops over here. Let's do this and assist over this way. Glorious. Why don't you guys just make a run directly down to Santiago? Excellent. Looking real good there. Okay. Bolivia happened. Hashtag just Bolivian things. Things are definitely stalling out here, and it is giving the US a time to, like, get in position, which I don't like. It would be nice to just keep going fast, but we'll see. Now, Marines over here. Congratulations, you have taken Seattle. Let's grab half these dudes, push them up to Vancouver. And then I'm going to get one of these guys to move up to Spokane, which is a nice supply hub. Now we got our tank divisions training up. These are our modern tank divisions. I'm going to go ahead and train some more. Let's do a single round of 24 of our kind of punchy attacky divisions, which we seem to have plenty of. I mean, we had tons of manpower, tons of equipment. It was mostly a question of, well, we don't have room for them. Things are just like standing around getting attritioned. So, but now we could legitimately use some more, and I probably should have started training sooner, which, I mean, people have been screaming at me to do, but, you know. Take Bremerton Air Base. Oh, right here. Right there. And then actually pushing back here. There we go. Do a little of that. Excellent. That's a lot of dudes over here. You still have a tank deficit? I think the answer is no. Oh, sorry, our modern tanks, yes. Our super heavies, actually, we don't have a tremendous amount of them. So we definitely don't want to train more of those. We could train, like, non-tank supported divisions. That'd be okay. It'd be nice to punch in here, but we can't attack from multiple directions. I think, actually, this is a good spot here. It's a river crossing. Okay, it stopped, which is annoying, but that's probably just because of who was in what order. There we go. That might not work. Whereas we've got the Rio Grande over here. I assume that's where we are. I think so. Nope. Maybe? This is the Rio Grande here. Yep. I mean, unless it changes names at some point, which might be the case. This is still clearly the same body of water. And this is the Rio Grande here, right? So yeah, I just don't know if it changes names at some point. Which can, like, happen for all kinds of different reasons. Alright, looks like that's gonna go okay. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Be great if we just had pure tank armies. Okay, you over here are gonna run up here, taking rail connections, supply hubs, airports, denying these guys a bunch of supply and really making their life hell. I think I might just do a big push up to Edmonton here and split this a whole bunch. I'm gonna do some of our lightweight divisions over here. These sort of pawn-shaped divisions. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna train full 24, but I'm gonna do it like 4 times. We should have lots of manpower and equipment for this basic thing, and they're just going to be here to occupy space, basically, and to free up, like, again, now we're going to get another group of Marines sort of just stuck, when I would very much like to use them to do, you know, Marine things. How are we doing up here? Is Italy here yet? They were moving in. Slowly. Oh, what happened here?
Брось!
Nothing terribly bad. Although we have to make sure...
Выходим!
There we go, to send some guys to retake this port, because these guys currently don't have supply. Although it looks like this is going to get reconnected. Oh, we got a naval battle over here. So first of all, there's some naval reports of us killing some convoys. What's the actual battle? Okay, it's our subs being chased away, which is fine in theory. Let's take a look at our naval situation here, because we might have some more dudes to deploy. Indeed, we have some more destroyers we're going to deploy into our main battle fleet, and we've got some extra subs. Now, I was reading that, is it true that, like, 8 to 12 subs is the optimal number, otherwise you get some, like, inefficiencies? Might be the case. Like, per task fleet. But, you know, people say all kinds of things on the internet. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it was always wrong. Sometimes it was right, but it has become outdated. So it's very hard to know for sure, and I don't know how the calculation, like what the source of the calculation is. Is Argentina someone we're up against? It is. Okay. So we'll be ready to make a move into here. 3 or more, but less than 10. 8 to 10 subs. 8 to 12 subs, I can never eat that many. Fralton, thank you very much for the gift subs. Thank you. Heard messes with screening. I mean, the idea is like with our attack subs, like our convoy rating subs, we don't actually want them to ever get in a fight. Isn't the idea. Oh, you're already doing that. Well, you can move in that way anyway. You keep going up there, that's going to be fine. Actually, you here, change of plans. Run up to here, we got some naval bases and shit to take.
Внимание! Готов?
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to shift-click my Marines. Like, keep doing what you're doing, but then push forward. I was going to say, because these guys here, they don't have a whole lot left in the tank. We could probably push through them just fine. 8 to 10 works well, but I still like spamming one subgroup. Like, one subgroups. Like, groups, task forces with a single sub, or you just mean a single mega task force.
Брось!
Subs keep getting some drama llama over here, but all right. So we've got German and Italian troops just going for a swim. The oceans are filled with Germans and Italians. Theoretically, they're coming to join the party. Oh, some of them are maybe almost reaching the front over here. I mean, this is all happening pretty quick, admittedly. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, don't lose that. That'll be very important. This looks like it's gonna go well. Actually, okay, all you guys push here, and then push quite quickly in the gap that was formed. And then go for the supply hub. It'll be a bulge, which is always scary, because someone could go and close the noose on us. Do that, and then let's go to Salt Lake City. Oh, it's been reinforced. Oh no, that's a different place. Although this was reinforced, so actually I will put in more people and make sure that you're going to Salt Lake City here. Meanwhile, we haven't taken this yet, which is unfortunate. What we're gonna do to get some extra supply in here, we're gonna make sure we've got, yeah, to pump the cube, we're gonna upgrade this naval base a couple of times, and I'm gonna build one up over here as well. Is that going? That's the Oregon one I'm building, right? Yeah, okay, good. So we can get a little bit of naval supply coming in right near this front. I'm gonna get you to go this way. You're moving back up over here. Hang on. Change of plans. Do that. Okay. We're gonna do this. Love this music. Next thing you know, they'll get stomped in Europe since they diverted so much to the Pacific Front. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that we'd have to, like, save their bacon from a naval invasion over here, although things seem okay for now, which is good. Alright, let's take a look at South America, where things are pretty messy. What I should do is... Okay, looks like Italy and Germany are maybe going to hold this northern front, which is nice. What I'm going to do for down here... This weird golden line. Okay, tell you what. I'm gonna move you. Oh, it's not exactly what I want to do, but you guys have no orders or anything, which is good. I'm gonna get you guys to come over here and just try to hold the north, just in case something weird happens. The rest of my troops, I'm gonna cancel their individual commands, and then I'll use a shift-click army group front line over here with a command to push through Argentina, which isn't going to go fast, because then it's pretty low infrastructure and lots of rough terrain. But we'll set the command. Now, it's not completely cleaned up over here, so I'm going to make sure to give a manual command to go and clean up these two provinces here. I think that's all there is. You guys just just try to do one of these, and then you'll reorganize yourself in the front. Yeah, see, that's going to work out just fine. Excellent. And hopefully they can hold this northern front, and we are going to send a little squad of 8 over here with no commanders whatsoever up in that direction. That's going to be okay. All right. How are Italy and Germany on this side? Did he join Axis? No, we've destroyed the Axis. Well, technically, it was the East Asian co-prosperity sphere, but the fascist faction was run by Japan over here. They've been obliterated. Germany and Italy are part of the Central Powers. We are non-aligned. We're monarchists / theocrats. Italy was actually fascist and had taken over a bunch of stuff over here, but this was before we were at war, before the Central Powers were at war with the Axis, or sorry, the fascists. Again, there was no Axis, although in a sense that would, anyway. Before the Central Powers were in a war against the fascist faction, Germany ran a policy to assassinate Mussolini, so Italy, which had taken over all of France while being fascist, flipped back to monarchist, became non-aligned, joined the Central Powers. So yeah. Quill, non-aligned. Also Quill, conquering the entire world. Non-aligned doesn't mean non-aggressive. Okay, I don't like what's developed over there, but mostly it's a shortage of troops and a big front over here. How are new squads coming in? I mean, we're still short on the actual modern tanks to fill in the stuff over here, but at least they're getting a little bit of training early on. And we might deploy some of these even before they're trained, just to get some bodies to like hold these long borders that we're doing.
Royce!
All right, looks like this is still progressing, so at least there's that. It's not like the war is going badly, it's just not as quick as it was a second ago. I know they're already retreating, but I'm going to do this just to like inflict some casualties on you. I want to go and clear Vancouver Island, but I'm not sure. We might be able to make this attack work, but at the same time, there's not too much point. It will be a little annoying if they decide to jump through there and cause some trouble, but I think overall it's going to be okay. Let's go and just clean up that mess. Okay. How'd you end up being designated Third Rome? So we did a policy over here that is literally called the Third Rome. Like, we ran down here. It's how we became a theocracy, but it gave us a cool name of the Third Rome. So we're being led by Petrarch Meletius, who's got a glorious, beautiful beard. So we're not disappointed in the beard, but it is disappointing that we don't have the Romanovs actually running our country, which was originally the inspiration for some of this. Let's move down to Porto Vallarta over here, because that should work. And then you guys are going to beeline that way. Because yeah, that's working fine. See, everywhere it used to be, there used to be a lot of Mexican troops over here, but they might have pulled back to some other front. When Mexico was defending their home territory, they were doing fine. Now that America's in here, we're actually making some progress again, which is nice. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the South American situation. Good. Oh, well, I was gonna say a bit of a split here, but it's because of the capitulation. We never truly properly had that land. Yeah, you're moving in there, which is good. And I'm gonna do this, which will merge up this land. Because what might happen now, well, I guess there's no naval base here, so it doesn't actually matter. And yeah, we never actually had anything there, but because we're front line, it isn't possible that some troops will decide to move over here and just be kind of messy and derpy. I think what I'll do is I'll do the thing I often like to do. They've got their battle orders, but I'm gonna give them like a shift click to YOLO into Buenos Aires. A lot of them will fail, but then they'll just bounce back to their normal battle plan. But some of them will push. It'll open up bulges, which can be dangerous. We'll have to keep an eye on things. But should make some forward progress here. Actually, you guys, let's make a push into Cordoba. And then over here to Rosario, which will definitely be a supply hub as well. Yeah, we got to cross those mountains eventually. I mean, it's these are the Andes, right? It's the Andes. How difficult could it be? What do you say? The mountain that's the furthest from the center of the Earth? I don't know what you're talking about. It is interesting. So, in the Andes, there is a mountain that is the furthest from the center of the Earth. However, it's not actually the tallest mountain on Earth because we measure the height of mountains from sea level. But it's because the Earth is a oblate spheroid. It's like wider near the equator. Maybe it's further up here. I don't know. It's somewhere. Somewhere. Look it up. You'll find it. Hey, Ghost Boy! Ghost Boy, our gem cutter from our Dwarf Fortress run on Saturdays, says, I've taken my dog out twice today. Later we go out again. It'll be our third roam. That is exceptional. That is exceptional. That's really good. The Earth is a pear. The Earth is flat, clearly. Third roam. That's quite good. I mean, it's terrible, but it's exactly the right kind of terrible. Eh? Hey, the horsies moved out of Vancouver Island. Alright, well, let's go and assist with this attack. And then we'll chase. And then clear out the island over here. And then you are going to move up this way. And actually, you're going to do this as well, which will merge up our fronts, actually. I'm going to pull one of these guys back to do this. And you're going to do this. And you are not currently moving. Join in the attack over there, please. Alright, that's developing. So it is interesting, like, and this happens for all kinds of things. Sometimes the answer to a question can be more than one thing, depending on exactly how you measure it. Which is very entertaining to me. You know, maybe there's a message about there about, like, the relativity of truth, or maybe it's more about the importance of being precise with language. Let's join in this fight here. Actually, what would be better is if you guys did this. Pinch this off, and then these guys would be killed off. We might finish this before we ever get our tanks, our modern tanks. Interestingly enough, Mount Rainier in Washington is the largest mountain in the continental US because of that. It's tallest from base to peak, even though other mountains reach a higher altitude. Well, and that's the other thing, right? If you measure it from the surrounding ground level versus the peak, which really is what makes the mountain look the tallest, that's one way of doing it. Because you could have like a mountaintop that is higher than the mean, like the average sea level, but if it's in terrain that's also quite high, it won't look very impressive. I mean, personally, I think measuring from the center of the Earth is quite a useful metric. Let's get you to split off. Come down here. And actually, one of you are going to come here and go that way to where these are splitting. And you guys... One of these is retreating. I don't know what you were retreating from. You're going to keep pushing to Buenos Aires. You're going to push into these tanks, which should go well. After that, you're going to go to Rosario and continue that plan. You, tell you what, go and do this. Now here's the thing, with this game, I actually often like when you just like set the battle plan and just watch it go. But oops, whoa, that's a big province! Okay, I was hoping to bypass that unit, but it's not the end of the world. There, you guys punch through here behind the river, which should be okay. I think measuring from the center of the planet would give a speck of dust on Jupiter the tallest mountain title. We're talking about, you know, on Earth though, right? I mean, there's the, what is it, Mount Olympus on Mars is, like, insanely tall, I think. Isn't it, like, 3 times taller than Everest, or some number like that? You know, I'm just pulling a number out of my ass, but it's like, the point is, it's big, or something. But I might be wrong about that. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Mount Olympus on Mars is probably pretty big. It'd be great to take Guadalajara. Not everyone's attacking. You know what? We'll make sure to flank. And maybe actually even push for a surround on Guadalajara before me. Oh, really? We can't get through here? Oh! I just saw this unit. I'm like, surely... Don't call me Shirley. Surely we must be able to conquer this province easily. I didn't see these guys here. Maybe then just have everyone YOLO directly into Guadalajara, especially with one of these guys moving and therefore losing their entrenchment. Okay, all right. It'd be nice if we could attack from more than one direction, which is what I was hoping to do there. It looks to me like we should actually be able to do this. And even though it's a river crossing, we should be able to still assist over here. Ministry of Mortar Armament gave us a little bit more breakthrough, which is nice. Pause a sec. Yeah, so we're not really running anything there. What's expert on camouflage? Entrenchment speed, max entrenchment. I mean, that's very good, but I'm going to concern myself with things that let me attack. Lessons of War. So if we run this, we get more org, more experience gain, we lose less experience, and we unlock an order. Every army and navy leader with this trait cowed by Stalin loses cowed by Stalin. Which appears to be a net bad, which means cowed by Stalin must have, like, give them a push? I don't know, that seems like we might do that. That's Whiskey and Chocolate, hold on. We got merge tanks and material plants, which unlock some decisions. Tell you what, let's do this and see what those decisions are. That sounds like fun. Olympus Mons is 22 kilometers high, 600 kilometers wide, with a caldera with a diameter of 60 kilometers. So it was volcanic then, in terms of formation, not plate movement, right? Interesting. Hey, name Moose! Moose know a lot about a lot of high mountains, but we don't really care which one is highest. I don't really know why humans care about that. I think it's something to do with not having antlers. I mean, really, all human insecurities can be related to the fact that we don't have antlers, and therefore we are sad. Looks like we're going to push back here, and by we... we actually lost a couple of divisions, 3 divisions up here in North America. I'm wondering if there was an in-pocketing that happened over there. Now, we're not really micromanaging things over here. Go away. What I'm going to want to do... if I gave you a location to deploy to, like, as far east as possible, but you know what? Over here. We've got a naval base. You can come out of here. I'm going to deploy these untrained, very weak units. But it's going to be 24 of them. I'll put you in this so-called division group. Or a garrison group. Although you're not going to be set on area defense. Instead, your job is going to be to come here and hold this front. Therefore, freeing up the Marines. These guys, they're not going to have much breakthrough. They're just some infantry and an engineer group. They're quite good at digging in, and they might be able to do a little bit of pushing. But the important thing is to hold this and to free up our Marines for more important duties. Duties. Lessons of War removes negative modifiers from Stalin. Okay. So usually when you use something and it's a positive, it tells you like what the net gain is. I guess it's removing the thing that gives negative modifiers, but it was a little bit... it wasn't terribly clear in that UI. Looks like we can make this move now. Because, yeah, these guys are running back, and then we can join in the Battle of Guadalajara from another angle. Looks like we were successful over here, too. So we should be able to hit Guadalajara from a bunch of directions, which is going to be nice to see. So I should jump in here as quickly as possible, please. Here and here. Oh, you know what I never did? I was going to change one of our airport assignments here. I was going to cut back on our support to make sure we weren't overloading this airport.
Готов.
You untrained peasants with rifles who you don't know how to use. Hold this line at all costs. I mean, it is going to be a really easy line to hold. We just don't want to have empty space that people can march through. They can practice like shooting at like random rocks and stuff in that areas. There's plenty. I mean, some of the areas literally called the Rockies. Seattle Airport. Oh, that's a good point. Thank you very much for that. So We'll set up a wing of fighters. Excellent. And then we'll scroll down, looking for close air support, which is somewhere in here. We'll pick some random design. Bitch, 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 bitch. Air superiority, close air support. And let's operate in the Cascades, please, once you get deployed there. Thank you very much. Okay. Take a look at these guys. There we go. They're starting to cross the sea over this way. Lovely. How are we doing over here? Fairly well, I would say. South America group, I'm going to... Oh! We're closing in on Buenos Aires. Let's have you push down to Mar del Plata. And you guys push over here. We're looking for the surround in Buenos Aires so that we can do a coordinated push afterwards.
Смирно!
Okay. Show the casualties page. That's a good point. Let's take a look at that. So we have lost 1.25 million men. The German Empire is at 1.5. Italy, 2.5 million. Insert comment about Italy fighting in the World War. Nearly 1 million from Austria-Hungary. Wow. On the other side, though, so total, so the Central Powers in total have lost a little over 6 million. The Allies have lost nearly 15 million. So the UK has lost as much as us, and I don't know how much fighting they've been doing. France, what are the other big losers? United States has lost 3.5 million men. Mexican Republic has lost 1 million as well. They're probably running on empty when it comes to their manpower. I should take a quick look at the espionage situations. We had some operations and stuff. Yeah, there's a little thing over here. I wish there was a pop-up when an operation completed to remind me to, like, redeploy some things. Work on the cipher. Might be able to chain it because this is going to finish after this cipher gets developed, but that seems okay. And oh, defend. What? Okay, but some of you just went off on a mission, didn't you? Okay, it's got to prepare first. I think I can redeploy them for a mission first. So, while they're waiting, let's get some extra intel on America. And Canada. Sure. Can't trust those Canadians. From what I've been hearing in the news, at least the very trustworthy news reports coming out of China as Canada is where Omicron is from. And is the only reason that there's Omicron in China is because Canada mailed some Omicron virus to China? Sorry, I'm sorry, I just leaked some national security secrets. Our Canadian bioweapon plans. You know, what? No, yeah. No, there. You can check the news reports now. You'll see. It's the whole thing. You see, Canada mailed China an envelope of the Omicron variant. Canada is very high on China's shit list right now because of some things with, like, one of the CEOs of one of their, is it Huawei? Like one of the, like, cellular, like, electronic companies and things like that, that the US wanted Canada to apprehend this person. So Canada did. And then China retaliated by just, like, arresting a bunch of random Canadians in China and accusing them of espionage. It's the whole drama llama. If apparently, according to polls of the average Chinese citizen, the most hated country of Chinese citizens is Canada right now. We are, like, enemy number one. Canada's just happy to be number one anything, really. We're just happy to be mentioned. Yeah, so definitely some territory being lost here. Once we get, how's our tank build-up happening? Our modern tanks, we're still quite shy. Can we shift some production here? Get over here. Modern tank chassis. Move over here. Make sure you get first crack at the resources. Your efficiency is still working up. I mean, we do have a lot of factories assigned. Although we could literally assign more. suppose I didn't have to build them all simultaneously. Although, they're getting there. Do 3 lines of 8 instead. Always make sure that reinforcements are first. I mean, I want them to be trained before they come out anyway, so... But let's do that, that'll be better. Electric torpedoes. How are we doing? Industry was all done, right? I mean, oil's all fine, we don't need anything there. We can get better radar. Should we get some rocket stuff? Here, we'll do that. Perhaps they're pissed from us speaking moistly. God damn, that is so good. I'll never forget that. Oh, Guadalajara is going to fall here. It is going to get reinforced, which is something. People are just standing around. Come this way. Let's make a move into there, because I'd rather not lose it.
Так точно. Выходим.
Come down to the end here, and then let's cycle back up. How are we looking here? Oh shit!
Слушаю.
Who's selected? You weren't even on screen. How can I possibly block select you? Arrgh. And that's just an engine glitch. Happens in lots of Paradox games. Very weird. I don't know if it's because it's like... See, look, it selected this guy over here. I think it's after you do a pan. I think, like, one of the mouse systems probably doesn't get, like, a coordinate update or something like that. Like, if I pan and then select an army, it'll, like, select someone who's off-screen still. I haven't been able to track down, like, and be able to reproduce it consistently.
Готов выдвигаться.
I'm not crazy. It definitely happens. Oh, wait, you're going to go there and make sure these guys are not completely cut off.
Я готов.
Yeah, you're moving in here, which is going to be good. We're being a little loosey-goosey with some of our strategy here, but...
Смирно.
So we got a bunch of dudes just standing around here doing nothing. Let's get you to explicitly push in that way. Let's get you to come through here. Just finish this area off and clean it. Let's get you to move in there. Yeah, we have a lot of troops in South America, and really, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do another shift click on all these guys. Force them to get moving. Oh, these guys. Okay, that's a lot of dudes who are in here. Hold on.
Выходим. Мирно.
Let's make sure you get out of that pocket. Just because it happens doesn't mean you're not crazy. I mean, I could be crazy for lots of reasons, but I'm not crazy for that. Alright, did our reinforcements arrive over here yet? Our little lightweight troops? I think the answer is no.
Выходим.
Where are they? They're still at sea? You'd think the sea travel would be a little faster. I mean, admittedly, I'm not running the game very fast right now.
Продолжаем
But
атаку.
oof! Can we get faster transport ships? Yeah, we've lost 3 divisions to South America from something.
Слушаю.
Let's retake that.
Вперед.
There are a lot of fronts to manage right now.
Вперед. Выходим.
Make sure to push in here and do one of those. Cheers.
Готов выдвигаться.
You're still doing that, which is okay.
Так точно.
How's Africa for your allies? I don't think a lot's moved there in a while. I think it's been really static. Maybe they had some territory here they lost. Oh, all right. U.S. has broken our ciphers. So I think the thing to do, actually,
Готов выдвигаться.
I'm going to tell them to stop their attack plan. Look at all the crazy lines that are being drawn here. We'll just try to hold the line until that's done. Wait. Where are you from?
Готов выдвигаться.
Italy, could you do something about that? Germany? I mean, Italy and Germany? Germany's at least full. Like, are you here?
Внимание!
Oh, we even lost one of our Marines over here. We're really just hoping we can get our Marines organized for a proper jump somewhere.
Слушаю!
Alright.
Брось!
Where are you strategically redeploying?
Готов!
Don't do that. Same thing here. It's because these fronts are still active, but there you go. You'll punch through there.
Мир!
You guys are going to punch through here and then there.
Слушаю!
You two
Я готов!
are going to do this and that. See, look at this.
Жду
You're
приказа.
just going to do this and that. Oh, no. You're still going to go
Выходим!
down here. I could delete the fronts as well. And
Выходим!
just do this.
Выходим!
There's a bunch of crazy redeployment happening here that's like entirely unnecessary.
Так точно!
There you go. That'll get cleaned up, and then we can focus on North America. Nuking England will be a huge boom. Where's the kaboom? Alright, merge tank and material plants. Good. UK decipher ciphers. I don't think I'm too worried about that. Alright, let's do lessons of war. So we got more decisions of some type. We can merge more plants. Armor speed. Tank production cost discount. Let's do that one first. Infantry equipment discount. Production efficiency cap. Factory output. Is this for anything? Let's get the efficiency cap. That sounds okay. And then, yeah, we'll get the ore over here. That's going to be fine. There's some reason we didn't go nuclear. Mostly because I just have fun playing the regular warfare.
Готов!
Let's restart offensive over here. Or not restart. This is the front we've just been holding while we haven't been focusing on things, and that's okay. Alright, that's cleaned up again, which is good. Although I still don't like the discontinuous front over here, but hopefully we can get that resorted soon.
Слушаю!
Why don't you guys just go and, like, take that guy out and then see what happens. Taking this island would be quite convenient. That'll be one of the things we do when we get our standard little garrisons over here. They're finally arriving to liberate our Marines who have been stuck in Alaska forever. Alaska and now Western Canada. We just got nuked. A few places got nuked. Spain got nuked a couple of times. I think Amsterdam got nuked. Wow, look at the mines here. I guess there's not going to be too much of a threat of D-Day anymore. I wonder if I could pull the troops out of Galicia. I don't think I want to. If I was short on equipment, I could downgrade those troops to something else, but we don't actually have a shortage.
Готов!
You guys go through there. And then you... Well, that's not going to work, but you can at least
Выходим!
do that. Thank you.
Жду приказа.
Do that, and then this.
Смирно!
That? No? Okay, we already have that. We're gonna get all these support companies just upgraded. I like these guys. What are they? They're probably running over here where they'll get booped. Okay.
Смирно!
How's this not going better? I mean, I realize there's a lot of, like, mountain stuff. They might still be in their grace period. No, they haven't been supplied in forever. As I say, this should be easy for us. What's going on? Like, they might have a lot of digging and stuff, and it is, like, mountains. But these people are all starving. Please, we will give you a snack. What would be a nice Russian snack to offer them?
Слушаю.
I don't know. Okay, there we go. That's gonna turn caviar vodka. I mean, they probably won't turn down vodka, but that's not really what I was thinking. I should just delete that front at this point so that we stop having a bunch of units head down that way for no reason.
Внимание!
This should be progressing nicely.
Готов
How's
выдвигаться.
there still a front line drawn here? Oh, is that my attack line? I guess that's my attack line. Plenty of calories in vodka. True.
Внимание! Мирно!
There's also plenty of calories in gasoline, but it doesn't really seem like a viable thing to offer people. All right, I'm going to do the shift-click on Buenos Aires thing again. And probably that'll finish that off. And then we'll maybe clean up this. Although I suspect we don't actually need a lot there. Honestly, if we just hold the line here, that's going to be okay. Vodka with orange juice to fight scurvy. Yeah. All right, the Mexican troops are back over here.
Слушаю!
I wonder. I think they reinforce things. Survival training, go. We'll get the last special forces. If we take that, that actually will be very nice. But they can reinforce a bunch.
Так точно!
Okay, but that's not looking too shabby, actually. That's not looking too shabby at all. I don't know how many reinforcements they're going to be able to get into this naval base.
Внимание!
These guys won't be able to hold that.
До приказа!
Meanwhile, over here...
Внимание!
How blown was your mind when news broke that Microsoft bought Activision yesterday? Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I didn't see that coming. And I was like, well, two things, you know, pros and cons. Pros, at this point, anything that might, like, affect some change over at Blizzard Activision is probably just a good thing at this point. Currently, with the way things sit, a change over there would be a very good thing. On the other hand, media monopolies are pretty bad. I'm just going to attack here just to keep these pinned down for a second while we deal with these others. Hasn't yet. The offer has to be approved. I mean, there's been a lot of things with Blizzard lately. And even before the drama at Blizzard, there's still the, like...
Идем!
Blizzard has abandoned so many of their, like, good and interesting properties that people have loved. Like, the things they've done for, or to, like, you know, the state of World of Warcraft. Basically abandoning, like, Heroes of the Storm, which is a lot of people's favorites. And, whoop, pause. StarCraft, basically. And, you know, things like that. Like, all they care about, it feels like these days, is, like, maybe Hearthstone, because it can sell more packs, and, like, I don't know. Yeah, old Blizzard did die a long time ago. So, we booped Argentina, finally, getting some equipment. We got Buenos Aires, and now all we're going to do is a wee bit of cleanup here. So, everything down here looks clear. These guys here are about to get booped. I'm going to make sure that happens with a little bit of
Выходим!
gusto.
Смирно!
I want to redraw these front lines properly in a sec, but,
Готов!
well, actually, okay. Here's what we're going to do. Delete this, do this, do this. Set this as a battle plan. But still finish that. Everything down here got cleaned up.
До приказа!
Good, good, good. There's no naval base over here. Oh, no, there is in Mar del Plata. Wait, is there more than one Mar del Plata? Oh, maybe there was one in Mexico.
Внимание!
Yeah, maybe.
Выходим! Я готов!
Another drop of green lights for garrisons. Huh? Another drop of green lights for garrisons. I don't know what that means. We have some modern tank chassis in storage. Okay, but we are working on some more. I mean, Mar del Plata should probably just mean something. I mean, Mar is like the sea of something. I don't know what Plata is. Oh, we need more super heavy tanks. Oh, Jesus, we really do. Silver! Ah, the Silver Sea. The Sea of Silver. All right. I mean, it's a nice name. But yeah, not terribly creative. Although, how many Springfields are there in the United States?
Just
I mean, so many that's part of the joke on The Simpsons.
Внимание!
Is it Springfield in an unspecified state?
Выходим!
Canada! Damn you! Moving in here.
Так точно!
Alright, here's what we're going to do with our Marines. Now that we're pretty pleased with some of this, we're going to plan a couple of invasions. Is there anyone else in this section here that we're in a war with? No. But it would be nice to take Panama. Well, and then there's the north over here. But we're going to push in that way. So what we're going to do is, with our Marines, we're going to set up some new instructions. So instruction number 1. Trying to make it to the sea. We'll run from here. Now, that's not very far from the front and probably will be defended, but we'll plan it anyway.
Готов выдвигаться!
Secondary plan from here down to Panama. Shit, I forgot about that. Panama's port is on, well, the north or the east coast. So Naval Invasion has to hit from that side. Even though we'd really like to land on the other side over here. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Change of plans.
Я готов!
We'll do an invasion here to support the South American campaign.
Я готов!
Halt and halt, whatever you're doing, which should trigger a redeploy to get out of that area and go down here. That's being cleaned up, which is very nice. This front line is starting to merge up, which is good too. We don't have our North American battle plan active, which I'm fine with. Although if we are going to do anything, what I'll probably do, trying to delete you. I guess I'm using the wrong hotkey. That's why it wouldn't work. Is I'm going to encourage the idea of a push to the south. Probably should make a specific group, but also, okay, let's take a look at our tanks over here. They're almost trained. I think I'm going to deploy them now.
Так точно!
So we have our tank hit squad here. I would really like them to have a proper leader. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take purple out of this group.
Готов
Well,
выдвигаться!
no, I still want you to be... Still want you to be part of that battle plan.
Брось!
I mean, everyone's a freaking infantry leader, because that's all we had. I don't suppose anyone's got... Well, Fortress Buster might be fun. Tell you what, we're going to steal this guy from wherever he was. It's going to be fine. Try and shove Texas to get the East Coast. Invasion of Panama. Yeah, well, I mean, either way, Texas or the Mexican Republic would work. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell these guys... There we go. Okay, it did work. Get down the coast. Now, it's pretty rough terrain for these tanks. Like, going through the mountains with the tanks to Mexico City is not really winter. But I'm hoping to go down the coast. Can I not make this front line any shorter than this? Oh, because this is one province here. Okay. And actually, just in case it changes the dynamic of this, I'm going to specifically get this to be a spearhead down to Acapulco. And then we'll try to get some units in there. We might, since we do have an extra specialist cap, what we should probably do is turn some dudes down here into an Alpine Invasion specialty force. Maybe that's what I will do with purple here. We'll move you there. Oh, some of these are expeditionary templates, but not all of them.
Внимание!
You guys are obsolete.
Слушаю!
All right.
Готов?
Purple. Well, these are both purple, so that's not going to be very useful. Let's make you a nice red and give you a different symbol. I don't know what symbol that's supposed to be, but we gave you a different one. You guys are going to be positioned over here with your own spearhead targeting Mexico City.
Слушаю.
Halt whatever you were doing and get down there. So once we get this coast, then we can have a naval presence in here. We can plan naval invasions of the south of the US and maybe reach Panama in a more useful way as well, which would be good. Who owns Newfoundland? United States owns Newfoundland. United Kingdom still owns Labrador. I wonder how that happened. They haven't been in war with each other. Huh. Oh, one more sleep until Christmas. Oh, are you done over here? You're done over here. All right.
Слушаю.
South America. What we're going to do is we're going to group that back in there. Take all these guys. Make sure to clear your battle line.
Я готов.
All y'all going to be told to come over here. And you're going to push all the way up this way is going to be your plan.
Брось.
Everyone halt, reorganize yourself, get up to the front over there as quick as possible. Thank you very much. Done, done, done. Let's take a look at the diplomacy map mode. Confirm. No more baddies over here. Lovely. Okay. So then we'll plan to do a push over here. Maybe Benjamin Franklin's ghost decided to haunt UK enough to give the UK some Canadian land. Lessons of War is done. What else we got over here? Smersh. Counterintelligence. Uh-huh. Lose some division organization. I don't like that. I do like division organization rate, though. Or a joined battle priests. Battle priests? Focus currently has no effect. Okay. Masterful Blitz. So we need one of these two. I guess we'll take the military political advisors. I want battle priests. With its power and influence recently increasing in the country, the time may have come to allow the church to become involved in military matters. Taking the role of battle priests within our military units, the clergy will make sure that the troops know that God is on our side, which will potentially increase morale and make the common soldier fight more fervently for your country. How do we make battle priests work? It's clearly related to some other effect being in play. Should we finish this for the Orthodox Church? Gives us an advisor. Maybe one of these advisors gets modified by battle priests. Hang on, let me run this one real quick. I have no idea who this advisor is, or what category he's in, or anything like that. I don't know, man. It might be something like that, but we don't know. Maybe someone can check for me. Flat out range agility for planes? Hang on. We need that. That's really good. Priest in World War II single-handedly held off an enemy attack, killing over a dozen Germans. Wow. Modify is an effect that can replace somewhere else in the tree, according to Google. Yeah, but that is unspecific. Alright, so we're looking forward to our tanks getting there. Oh, and what I should do with these tanks is you will be joining this group over here. Oh, we already lost one of... oh, no, I think one of them was already lost. We should give these guys... I don't know, I guess they're gearheads? Sure. We'll give them that symbol. To differentiate them from our regular troops as much as possible.
Готов выдвигаться.
How are you not assigned an order? I totally gave you an order. This is your order. You have 7 divisions. There you go. That's weird. Why did one of them not get assigned over here? Curious. Could be the effects are already in place because of autocracy. Maybe? That might be the case. We're going to hold the line over here. Getting our mountain divisions in place. We can get the full planning bonus. That's the other thing, too. By halting our attacks, we're giving all of our divisions over here a chance to get properly positioned, get a planning bonus as well, which is nice. In South America, we're holding over here, which is good. Troops are getting in position. Most likely, they're going to be a little short on supply over here. Let's quickly work on a naval base. Liberia's capitulated. Look at us doing some naval... Well, not us. But look at my allies doing some naval invasions over here. All right. You guys go have fun. Just curious. Can you buy a whole chess set at a pawn shop? Now, I would love to promote these guys. Let's see if we can make them charismatic. Oh, this one worked. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. I'm going to assign a preferred tactic. Actually, let's... Is there an appropriate preferred tactic for our guy who runs... Oh, you can't get it. All right. This guy can. The guy who's going to be running our tanks. You want Blitz? Relentless... I guess maybe Blitz? Breakthrough? Movement. I like the breakthrough for the speed on our tanks. Although I don't know if tactical movement is actually overland movement. Oh, thanks, Daniel. A joined battle priest replaced national spirit politicized military with fallen. So we probably don't have politicized military, is I assume the situation. Politicized military probably went away due to some other things that happened. And that is indeed the case. So that's why the battle priest won't do anything for it. Why are you telling me there's no orders? Are you... Hold on. Where are you specifically? You. Oh, because you're retreating. You probably fucked up your order. Okay. Which is fine. How are we doing on the cipher? How... Oh. I thought the play button meant that it was playing. That it was happening. Did it pause after the last time we got the cipher? Have you done church candidates? I guess I have to do a search for that. Church candidates, yep. Tank division's in there? Not yet. Mountain division, getting there. Oh, this would be another good place for naval base right here. Let's get a bunch over here. You know what? I'll just plan for a max level. They build quite quickly. We'll get a little supply in this area locally. Third Rome. How quaint you captured Liberia. I mean, a little dismissive, but at the same time, I'm not counting, you know, the possession of Liberia as a critical part of our overall strategy. I'm going to reassign these guys. Hopefully the guy who had been fighting back and things is going to come here. I mean, if we lost Alaska, I wouldn't cry about it. But at some point, we did have some allies. I mean, there are some German troops over here. I don't know if they're doing much. And we got a really lightweight divisions over here that we're hoping we'll just hold, but at very least, slow progress. Obviously, we don't care if we lose Alaska in the long run. It makes no difference to us. Are we over here? Okay. Looks like the South American push is probably ready to get started. Hey, we got some gift subs. Hey, thanks, Apprentice. Yeah, push, 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 push. Great stuff.
Готов выдвигаться.
This looks like it's ready to start.
Смирно!
And you're still moving. But these guys were mostly in position. And we have the naval presence. Excellent. So we're gonna land here. So the South American group is going to be pushing forward as well. Oh, shoots down Challenger. Oh, did we kill an enemy ace? Ahaha! Lovely. Didn't realize we had enough for that. Our doctrines are completely done. Naval doctrines we're not going to worry about too much right now. Although, you know what? I may as well. Convoy escorts. Done. Okay. You guys are moving forward? Yes, good. Wonderful.
Смирно!
Here,
Так
this
точно!
group here, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna shift click you to this airport, and then over towards Quito. It's Guayaquil. Hey, they've already named the city after me. Oh, they're so excited about me showing up. Too bad there's some ships over here, potentially messing with our convoy. How's our actual primary navy group? I don't know what commands you were doing. Let's get you positioned over here to cover this area and our naval invasions a little bit more. And there. Oh, we're Captain Air experience. Oh yeah, but I don't have... I guess I could be spending it on redesigning our planes. That's a good point. My fighters over here. So my Yak 3As. Bunch of engine. Range is good too, although the range hurts reliability. But then we're going to boost the reliability to a positive number. Oh, we can't afford this much. There we go. Done. So Yak 3A1. So from here, we're going to replace that with the Yak 3A1. We do get some more factories. Let's do that, because we're waiting for reinforcements on our fighters. We don't have a lot of plane development. Or production, rather, I should say.
Готов.
I'm going to take some of you to do a bit of a loop-around plan. Unleash the Flying Yaks! I mean, it's basically like an air bison, right? Air bison, flying yak.
Готов.
Provisional Government of the Polish National Republic. After a long concerted effort to improve cooperation and compliance between our occupation forces and local civilian authorities, we are now ready to put control of the Polish National Republic back into the hands of the local government. I guess their, what's it called? Compliance is maxed out? In what, Poland? Polish National Republic. They're at 80% a new regime. Ah ha ha ha! Okay. The new government is made up of sympathetic civilians ready to closely tie. So they have our blessing. So I believe this would make a puppet. And if we do this, we hold our occupation. You know, now giving them up does give, you know, it does make our name slightly smaller, but I don't think it's going to be much of a thing. You know what? They have our blessing. Watch us lose like half our country for some reason. We're like, wait, what? Russian Poland. I like how it's Russian Poland. Nice. Collaboration government. Okay. Fun times. They're even the right color and everything.
Жду приказа.
Our tanks are still on their way. Alpine Division. I'm kind of thinking about... Well, no. We'll wait until the tanks are there. Try to do it proper. Oh, our Marines here are in place. Although one of them is still... Our Marine... Can we turn these two into actual Marine divisions properly now? Special Forces cap. We did make a lot of Alpine divisions.
Внимание!
Oh. Tell you what, why don't you go there?
Жду приказа.
And you go there. Thanks for the troops, though. We need to manually collect a resource. I suppose to. Let's take a look at the trade situation. I don't think I want to trade with Cuba. Let's go with Italy here, though. You know what? We'll overspend. Who cares? And the German Empire. Let's get a little bit more chromium. Mostly we need that for a frack ton of tanks. But yeah, I'm worried that our convoys won't be able to supply us with the chromium here. There's a bit of a bottleneck in our tank supply.
Выходим!
Put. Tempted to just start the attack now. You know what? F it.
Так точно!
Play. Alright. Well, there's some green. A lot of red. Some green. More importantly here, probably a big part of the Alpine divisions, which are proper unit width. They're 25 width for the mountain combat and everything, which is perfect. And of course, they fight well in the mountains. Is there enough chromium in the world to supply you? Possibly not. Like, we could just consider pulling back on some of our tank production, but it's just hurting our super heavy tanks, which we do want more of, admittedly. And some of the planes might use it? Maybe not. I think if we had jet planes, then they would use it. How's the, speaking of planes, do we have airports down here at all? Should build an airport maybe over here. Wow, there's a shocking lack of airports down here. I really should have built one. That probably would make this a lot easier. But it looks like we're progressing. Ships may use chromium, that's true. Now, actually, speaking of, if we are doing ship production, I would like them to be low down in the queue. It doesn't say, oh, it's steel, steel, steel. Actually, I think all of our ships only use chromium. What about our subs? Or sorry, only use steel. So we're actually okay on that. Alright, let's just go with this invasion.
Я готов.
And this one over here. I think they got fended off here. Here, we'll plan a new one. But at least we're progressing on our land attack. Actually, why are you pulling back? Just push forward. We probably won't need another land invasion. Or another sea invasion. Did you complete the focus depoliticized the militaries of Soviets? That removes military politicization. May still be able to get the battle priest. Seems broken. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we did? I'm not sure. I'm not going to do military parades, and I don't want to do propaganda. Chromiums for exhaust and rims on the tanks. Yeah. And really fancy tank treads. Super shiny. You guys over here, why don't you beeline to Mexico? Actually, the entire red group here. And just right-click Mexico City. Battle plans be damned. So yeah, if we do actually get rockets, I think that will eat a bunch of chromium, but we'll just deal with that when we get there. Yeah, we do use the signal companies, so we may as well throw those in. We add neon lights. Yeah. Ground effect lights, right? And like a big old base. So when the tanks are driving, all you hear is... You know, like my neighbors. Talked about it before. Since living in this house, we've had like 3 or 4 different neighbors that have lived in the house next door. Every single one of them have had motorcycles, and apparently it's very important when you start your motorcycle up at about like 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning to like just let it run for about 10 minutes while you just sit there revving the engine. Multiple neighbors! All of them addicted to motorcycles for some reason. I don't know. I got nothing against motorcycles on the road. Hate the ones that's sitting in a driveway. Make sure the side panels are loosely attached so that the base nearly shakes them off the car, right? That's important. So this is looking like it's going well. Like, I mean, having the Alpine divisions is probably helping as well. Oh, some are being sent back over here. Yeah, we still have a bunch YOLOing that way, which is going to be okay. Could also attack there, but I think like there's not much in Mexico City, assuming we just get some more troops there. That should work okay. You guys are going to do that, which is interesting. We should go here and here and attack into Morelia. I mean, I know it's mountain, but we've got lots of troops. They're pretty fresh. They're mountain divisions. Having them defend here is definitely throwing things off a wee bit. I'm not really expecting that it's going to do much. Nearly there. Now, I don't know if Mexico will capitulate just from losing Mexico City. Although, their capitulation progress is pretty high. They might not have a lot of stability. Or war enthusiasm, or whatever it is that causes them to not peace out. I mean, we've got a few of their victory points over here. Their capital might be enough. Best time of year right now for neighborly relations, unless they switch to snowmobiles. Actually, I'm not sure if our current neighbors are the current ones have snow machines. The previous ones did. There are other people in our neighborhood that do have them, though. It's not as bad as where I used to live, like when I was young, because we lived in a smaller town, kind of on a lake, and the lake in the winter, that was just motorcycle city. Like 3 o'clock in the morning, or snow machine. 3 o'clock in the morning, they're still going nuts because you know they're having to get to their fishing huts and whatnot. Okay, that's not gonna work out. I want to keep up the pressure, but I guess they did reinforce Mexico City pretty well.
До приказа. Я
I
готов.
should tell some of these guys. You guys here, halt. You guys here, halt. Yeah, don't push there. You're gonna take Morelia, which is nice. Looks like San Luis Potosí
Royce.
is gonna go. Let's make sure that happens. And actually, if we can push to the coast afterwards,
Идем.
that would be quite nice. How are we doing in other places? This is interesting.
Вперед! Выходим!
Is this all one province here? Wow.
Вперед!
Hey,
Выходим!
what? Why don't you do this and
Выходим!
that?
Выходим!
I don't know what's happening here. I don't want to lose these guys.
Royce.
No, now we're gonna be fine. Okay. That's
Royce.
weird as hell.
Так точно.
Autosave, autosave, autosave. Reset this plan again. Oh, that's not gonna work. It's too well defended. Is there... If we go to diplomacy map mode, how many people over here are we worth? Actually, shockingly few. I'm not sure there's much value to be gained in a naval invasion. Now, we haven't checked the north in a while. Actually, it's looking pretty good. Okay. Oh, how's our tanks? The tanks are here! Although really should maybe be somewhere else. Let me just shrink this a little bit. And again, the emphasis of the tanks is going to be go down the coast over here. The tanks will probably do much better, say, here. You know, rolling across from flatland this way. But we got them here for now. It's going to be fine. We got free civilian factories. What are we going to do with that? Well, let's take a look at our supply map mode. Well, that's going to fix itself, and it's not much of a thing. I might just build some random airports in places, because obviously we could use a little bit more air support. Let's prepare for something like that. Let's plan for an airbase over here, over here, over here, and then I'm just gonna add to the back of the queue some maxed out air bases in a few more of these places. I think we'll appreciate that. Pride to Front 2 running right below Texas, 2 provinces away from the Gulf. Yeah, that would be great. In fact, we might be able to do a little something here. There's really not much. If we punch through, like, from Monterey to Reynosa and Matamoros, that looks like it's going to be okay.
Готов подвигаться. Royce.
Okay. Tanks seem to mostly be in place. I'm going to hit play on the battle plan. Yes! And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explicitly shift-click, make sure they're just running down the coast in some fashion. Some of those lines look a little weird, but I'll take it. Tell you what, let's try the battle priest and see what happens. I suspect nothing will happen, but then at least it gives us the glory of the Imperial Army, which sounds fun. I don't think we'll get it, because it looks like it does modify something that we don't have anymore. Yeah, our tanks are definitely pushing through here. Fun fact, last year, or 2020, in Madrid, it snowed, so people took the subway to a place at the top of the hill street and ski down and take the metro back up. All for the cost that they passed the metro. That's amazing! Using the metro as a ski lift? That's awesome. That's really cool. I miss skiing. I used to do both cross country and downhill skiing in my ute.
Готов.
Ah, we got some more little pawn-type troops. Good. Let's do this. Throw you in this sort of quasi-garrison kind of idea. Let's explicitly assign you to this Alaskan front with sort of loose plans to do something like this. Which, A, punching through here is not going to be particularly easy, and B, those troops are not particularly good at punching, but we can apply a little bit of pressure there and at least get them in position for maybe something that happens later. I don't think we need anything else over here, and we might get the MPs later on, but right now it's not much of an issue. I mean, we could do like the armored invasion stuff. I don't think we need the paratrooper stuff. That's going to be okay. For armor over here, we're pretty much done. I mean, we could get rocket artillery, although that will put that much more demand on our chromium. I guess we could finish this. We're not really using the anti-tank and tank, which remember we should. I wonder if we're being defended with tanks. I haven't actually checked. I think it's mostly all infantry, though, is the vibe I've been getting. Yeah. You have the pawn troops. Watch out for Canada. Has the queen. She can move in every direction. It's true.
Слушаю.
Are you... You are attached to that.
Внимание!
You guys trying to make a push to the coast here, please. Although apparently that's not really going to work. Oh, maybe it will. There's just not a lot of supply here. I wonder if we can do supply drops. I think we did have naval base production queued up here. Yeah. So we are getting some. The problem is deep over here. We'd really like to grab that naval base. These guys here who are doing the core of the fighting just don't have much in that tank anymore. I know you don't have much going on, but let me throw in a little extra support here.
Слушаю.
And then plan on doing that. And then we can open another front on this port here, and that would be really good to grab. But I guess the naval situation here is really ungood. Yeah. Well, actually, and I hate that we can't go through this. Oh, no, it's sort of going through. No. And if I right-click, it dispatches all of them, unfortunately. We lost one destroyer here, but we are killing some convoys. Okay. Huh? Is that not... What flag is this? I had assumed it was Italy, but I don't think it's Italy. It doesn't tell you in here, does it? I mean, these are my ships, which are fine. Is that the Mexican Republic? It is the Mexican Republic. Okay. Yeah, I guess those are the right flag colors, but modern day Mexico has a different flag, or you know, real Mexico. I don't know if this flag here of the Mexican Republic was ever used. Mexico in this has like multiple different civil wars they can do, so end up with a mishmash of different things. All right, that front is divided, which is really good. Yeah. I don't know if I want to do the redraw quite yet. Push in more here.
Я готов.
Let's get more people to assist on that push. And do a little something like that. Just hold here and don't lose the position.
Слушаю.
You guys to come in this way. I think Mexico's possibly in its last legs right now. I'm gonna hold off on doing any redraws, which will cause a bunch of units to move around here. Unless I like disband the actual army groups and recreate new groups. And tanks, I'm just gonna make sure you're still pushing down this way. And this will be a mountain. Oh no, it's still plains. It looks mountainy, but it's apparently still plains. And then forest. But tanks don't love forests, but it'll still work. How is the capitulation? Because they've definitely lost a bunch more, yeah. At this point, I'm sure if we take Mexico City, it's definitely capitulating.
Жду приказа.
Everyone throw into Mexico City, please.
До приказа.
Go, 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 go. There we go. Okay. Whew! Well, that hasn't been terribly easy. We got there. What I'd love is a naval presence in here. We really need the Panama Canal for that. The problem... Okay. I think what we have to do is we have to declare war on Panama itself. 125 days is very annoying. So that we can just run up here to the canal. Because we want control over the Panama Canal, which unfortunately Naval Invasion's got to come from the wrong side. Alright, let's build some nuclear reactors, you guys. Let's go nuclear. Construction. Nuclear reactor. How many? How many nuclear reactors are we going to build? Yes. We're going to build all the nuclear reactors. Do we need strategic bombers? Probably, huh? We'll research our way down nuclear reactors. Wait, did we take Tibet? Yeah, we took Tibet, Bhutan, and some other country. A little trio of independent countries. Can't remember. Hey, Mexican Republic. Good. Okay. So it should be really easy to clean up the rest of these guys and just get some freebie kills on a bunch of American troops that are sitting around. Well, actually, that's interesting. There's a new flag here at Puebla for the Mexican Republic.
Royce!
Interesting. Maybe it's like a temporary government thing. Tanutuva we took earlier. Nepal! Nepal, that's what it was. Make sure to build a nuclear reactor in Chernobyl. We can't alter history.
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим!
So everyone's just moving quickly here. It's amazing our tanks are still considered... Oh, no, there we go. They just got to the regular, or the train. I was just about to say, it's weird that they're still just green, considering they've been pretty combat heavy. We can do some more merging, which all seems to be pretty good. We'll just keep hitting these merge buttons.
Внимание!
Push to here.
Слушаю.
Push to here.
Идем.
Nope, see? Why are these guys selected?
Слушаю.
Paradox.
Внимание!
There. Veracruz and Coatzacoalcos, these are the ports. I guess there's a port over here in Campeche as well for some supply.
Royce!
Push, 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 push. They are getting some supply. It's probably fairly difficult, though. Are we preparing for any sudden or inevitable betrayal of our allies? I don't know. I don't think we'd actually have a very hard time just rolling through Germany and Italy. But we'll probably end it when we deal with the allies, which honestly aren't that far away. United States and Canada. And then, I don't know, nuke the UK or something. Now that we're finally getting modern tanks in here, that is going to make a bit of a difference. Justify every moment you finish previous justification too long time. Well, I'm not looking for a world conquest, although, yeah, maybe. And the thing is, I do have a lot of political power. So there's no reason I couldn't just chain my way down Central America. So we'll start with both ends over here and see what we can do. But yeah, I don't think we're actually going to do world conquest. I mean, it's mostly just a question of time.
Royce! Мирно!
To conquer the entire world, every road will be in Rome.
Готов выдвигаться.
Indeed. Oh, really? I'm just actually surprised that's not going better there.
Давай, давай!
There we are.
Давай, давай!
So what am I going to do with my Mountaineer divisions? I'm going to cancel you, add you over here, and then I mean, I could actually convert these guys to just regular infantries. I don't know that we really need more mountaineers over here. I mean, a little bit here, but we can just go around them at this point, which I think is going to be the idea. I think what I'm going to do with this red group is put them over here. Did I sign? I think I signed the wrong one. Let's say I probably can't do this because I don't have the super heavies. So yeah, we're going to want to use this one, which we have plenty of. We'll lose a little bit of XP as they get reshuffled, but that's going to have to be okay. But they are going to be a bit of a focus push over here. We'll get them ready. Oops. Actually want in this plan. And we'll get the tanks to help out with that as well. Just run the tanks up the coast. How's the next group of tanks coming along? They have all their equipment at least. That's good. I guess we could keep something down here to push on this front, but... Now, my Marines, I'm going to group them together into one larger Marine group and cancel their directions. And what we'll do is we'll plan... We can plan a naval invasion across here, but we'll have to get some ships in this zone. Well, we may as well start planning. From here to Nolans. We'll make a plan. We'll get them in position. We'll make a plan. These guys here, you know what? Let's pull them out of this. Take you. Turn you into conventional infantry. Add you to this team red. There we are.
Nice.
Can I turn you into a Marine? Yay. Okay, good. That pleases me. Building a port to invade Panama is not going to make a difference. I mean, we have a port on this side. We're just going to justify through like the actual country of Panama and do it that way.
Готов.
The fact that this doesn't work better is kind of embarrassing. Just, actually, I guess this is where the Mountaineer divisions could do, but... Oh, yeah, it's because they don't have any supply. That's the real barrier here. Although I'm still surprised this didn't happen. That might give us an option to go after here. Well, we really need to take these out over... Attacking the mountains while we have no supply. Yeah, no, halt. Don't forget to format Tlalex's hard drive before you leave Mexico City. Excellent reference to a wonderful mod. I just realized we don't actually have a front drawn here anymore. So we're just going to make sure that our tanks are still have a plan to go through here. Although we still had some that were already doing it, so it'll probably be okay. What does that mean? So Old War Blues is a mod. It's a Fallout mod for Hearts of Iron. And it's wonderful. And, oh, we might actually not be able to punch through here. Well, what we can do is halt the battle plan. We can, like, get everyone in here, give them a planning bonus, and then go. Although attacking in the jungle is always going to be pretty tough in general. And tanks aren't terribly ideal for it, although they'll get the job done. Here, we'll just halt, get them in position, get a full group of org, and then go for a push. These guys at least don't have much in the way of supply. Actually, I guess we're not getting much in the way of supply here either. Although, if we can go in response to them attacking us, if they can drain their org, well, they didn't really. Cypher for the United States is fully deployed. Oh, well, hello.
Так точно. Внимание.
Okay. And Canada.
Я готов.
Play. Go. Excellent.
Готов
And you know
выдвигаться.
what? Let's no, let's leave you on the current setting. Although it's
Мирно.
funny that some of these aren't actually making a move. When clearly we should be able to
Так
succeed.
точно.
Yeah, you know what then?
Так точно.
Let me take all the... Here, whatever you thought you were doing, make the push to Nolans. There you go. We have a battle plan. Don't they? Well, maybe, did they? Maybe they didn't. Maybe they lost theirs? I mean, they had something. I'll hit play again. But this looks like it's going well. And yeah, we're just going to try to run up this coast as quick as possible.
Что приказано?
This over here... Oh, maybe. Pause. Let's go back to our planes. Let's work on our strategic bomber. Okay, we actually have supply. They don't. I'm actually surprised. I guess we were getting attrition. But we are supplied. That might work.
Брось!
There we go.
Что приказано?
We'll go visit, is it Patrick Houston? No, I guess it's Patrick Redding. Who's in our foot soccer ball team in Air United? We have a Houston. We're pronouncing it Houston because it's probably the way it's pronounced. It's posted this Houston. Like for that guy's name anyway. But yeah, we're gonna make a run. We'll see how easy it is for us to get to the Big Easy. Let me split off some of these guys. We'll cut behind here with San Antonio. Cut off some supply, potentially, and then run up the rail a little bit further to Dallas. To Dallas. Yeah, I didn't realize these guys didn't actually have a battle plan. Oh. Good stuff.
Слушаю!
Punch in there.
Выходим!
What? See, why is this? Why are you selected? Maybe that was a sloppy box
Готов.
select. Sometimes it's a sloppy box select, which is why I always have some doubts. But other times it's definitely not me.
Давай, давай!
Good, 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 good. Let's have some of you guys go here, and then I don't know, just make a cut through this way. So obviously this tank here is not doing any defense. Speaking of tanks, autosave.
Вперед!
Alright, it's slow fighting, but it looks like we're making some progress over this way. This invasion's not really going to happen. In fact, we probably won't need it, but I was like, well, plan it. Jordan! That's what. Jordan. Jordan Houston,
Что приказано?
which is the way I'm going to continue to pronounce his name.
Готов?
Get more guys just kind of YOLOing up. Wow, this is
Слушаю!
obviously dangerous, but... No, I won't want it half you. Oh, this... I can't do half, probably because it's more than one invasion group. Okay, I'm going to have a bunch of you go down this way. Then I'm going to take
Выходим!
one here, one
Выходим!
here.
Что приказано?
You're going to go there to close these guys off completely.
Зададим шарова.
You're going to go there. Again, a little bit of closing off, tightening this up. Lovely. Be great if these were light tanks. We were very late on our tank production, but for a long time, we did not have very much in the way of industrial capacity. Who's ready for deployment? Probably these guys, actually. I suspect. It should deploy now that they've got a location. Yeah, there we go.
Так точно!
There you go. Proper attacking infantry. Yeah, you're going to join
Брось!
one of our North American groups, and I don't know, you could go here. I mean, there's not much point in sending you down here. I'll just add you to some kind of front over here. So you make your way over to the Americas, and we'll see what happens when you get there.
Я готов!
Alright, we're still pushing. Good. If we can take Dallas here,
Зададим шарова.
which seems fairly likely, then these guys will be completely cut off. Actually, let me take one of you guys and just run you up over here somewhere. It's
Готов!
like Little Rock. Is that Little Rock, Arkansas, right?
Готов!
Or at least, I know there's a Little Rock in Arkansas.
Выходим!
I don't know if that's where Arkansas is. Maybe? Yay! Arkansas. I was looking at a tooltip. I wasn't looking until I was clicking here. And this would be Kansas over here. No, Missouri. Where's Kansas? I thought Kansas and Arkansas were right next to each other. I mean, they're clearly close. I thought they were right next to one another. There's an interesting little history about the pronunciation of Arkansas and whether it should be pronounced Arkansas or Arkansas. And I believe they eventually had like their state House of Representatives or whatever, like pass a bill for the official pronunciation of Arkansas.
Готов выдвигаться.
Oh, the glorious Russian music playing right now. I love it.
Мирно.
Love it. All right, go, go, go. Actually, yeah, finish your move to here and then just cut this way.
Слушаю.
And we're gonna kill some impocketed troops over here. I mean, capture them. Which actually is probably much more realistic here. Listen, you're starved out. You're giving up, right? It's okay, we've got very cushy prisoner of war camps. All the vodka you can drink. Probably more vodka than you should drink. But again, it's kind of a perk. Okay, this line is messed. What I should do, did Team Purple make it up over here? They did. Okay, so what I should do with Team Gold is I should explicitly have Team Gold cover a large area over here. And Team Purple, just to make sure, I'm just going to reset you with some sort of plan. Heck, Team Gold, I'll even give you some sort of like vague plan to do a little bit of this, although we're not activating those battle plans. How are my tanks doing?
Давай, давай.
I mean, it's still green. Oh, no, now they're definitely collapsing, so now it's definitely going to go through. Although, not everyone's going. You're probably just resting. We'll throw you in as the in the reinforcement pool here. A joined battle priest is done. Not doing anything. But we can get the glory of the Imperial Army, which sounds perfect. Quill's going easy on Canada. The problem is, this sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Much better to come around here and then just roll into Ottawa. Like, you don't want to go through those freaking Rockies. I've had to do it too many times in Hawaii. It sucks. Do I need to say it again? No. Oh, did we not actually? We didn't quite burst into to Nolans here. Now, getting supplies over here, even grabbing forts, is going to be a little tricky. Because we don't really have control over the seas here. They're saying anything west of Ontario sucks. There's a, is it an Arrogant Worms song? Or is it, I think it's a different Canadian group, but I'm not sure who, has a song that's basically like Canada sucks. And it just talks about, like, it goes through and lists every part of Canada and says that it sucks. I don't think it's Arrogant Worms. I think it's a different Canadian musical groups. Oh, there's no one in New Orleans. Just walk in there. What are you doing? Carpet Nuke Quebec. Oh, we did overextend a little bit, but we'll be okay. All right, signal group is in place. We need something. We need heavy. I think we need 1936 ship hulls for some decision we can take. Oh no, we're not actually overextended. It just looked a little weird. No, we're good. All right.
Готов.
I mean, I guess we may as well get our final medium batteries, because that is actually the bulk of our Navy configuration in theory. Not that we're very actively managing that. Look, we have more ships in reserve than anything else. Oh, and they're proper. They're even like some heavy cruisers. Heavy cruisers, light cruisers. Let's get you in there. And let's see about getting you doing an active patrol up in here. We've got naval bases available for you now, so you could operate just out of this area. And with that, our marine invasion, which is no longer necessary right now, we'll make plans for marine invasion from here. Panama. Once our vessels are there. Hey, our tanks are in place. Or made progress here.
Right.
Cool. Actually, we could do a naval invasion potentially from Belize City.
Слушаю.
Birmingham, Alabama. Is it Mobile? It's Mobile, Alabama here, right? Mobile? Not Mobile? Maybe it is Mobile. I guess it depends on what accent you're saying with, which can sometimes be a problem. It's Mobile. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. They're not mobile. That's the important thing. It's not mobile. You know what? Hold on. Just assist with this first. Although I guess this attack's always going to suck because of... Oh, no, I guess we'll be able to go from 2 provinces into Belize City. That's going to be okay. Petition to rename Washington, D.C. when captured to Quillengrad. I love it.
Готов выдвигаться.
Yeah, we're doing this. And actually what I'll do after is get you to come here, which is certainly a supply hub. And then we're going to cut south. Naval Invasion. Bismarck Sea. Well, I don't care about what happens in the Bismarck Sea. At all. Hell, there's a bunch of Italians occupying a lot of these islands. We're going to be fine. Okay. How are we doing in South America? I haven't looked at this in a while because who cares? Oh, hey, we finally got Guayaquil. Lovely. Listen, South America, just activate your battle plan. Excellent. You're going to try to push your way up here. Lovely. That's what we're looking for. I guess this group here, since we are going to be declaring some wars, maybe what I'll do is I'll cancel your thing, and your plan instead will be the Guatemalan attack squad. So we're going to pull our tanks out of this area.
Вперед! Выходим!
You know what I should do with this group, actually?
Вперед! Выходим!
Is plan that attack move, and then... Okay, yeah, you're not actually active on it, which is good. So you can get a little bit of a build-up and be ready to go. Although this might work. A lot of these are going to retreat, and they'll have to, like, disappear. This actually might work here, even though it was looking pretty bad at first.
Слушаю.
I wonder if I have to redraw my
Слушаю.
battle plans here. I think it might be the case. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel everything on Army Group 2. And you're going to be assigned... Oops. Hang on. I wasn't holding shift. Z, shift click, and then up here. It's not too big of a front. I don't really want to cut across Appalachia if I can. So I think what the plan's going to be is we're going to push to the east coast here. And then we'll work on pushing up. So we'll let these guys get organized. Now that will leave a bit of a gap over here, but our very lightweight golden group... There we go. Is going to just try to hold a little bit over here. If we give up a little bit of territory in this zone, that's fine. That's not a concern. Oh, shit.
Я готов. Готов.
You see if you can punch through there. You do one of those.
Готов выдвигаться.
You're going to go there, which will work, and will give you... You'll have supply from having this port. I think these guys are going to be okay. Hell, they're winning their fight as is, so I think they're going to be fine. That looked a little scary for a second.
Готов выдвигаться.
Just punch through there because you can. That's going to be okay. Oh, it is time. It is time for me to stop. So let's do that. Yeah, it's not going to finish in time. I mean, we're only running on speed 3, admittedly. So things haven't been, you know, going super duper quick. Which is okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy these tanks, even though they're not fully XP.
Я готов.
And I will tell them to join the existing tank battle group over here, so they can start making their way over. They'll learn while fighting. We'll see. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Next live stream is on Saturday, Dwarf Fortress. Monday, Football Manager. Next Wednesday, more World War Wednesday with Hearts of Iron, because I ain't done with this, that's a for sure. I don't think it's going to take that much longer to take the US. It would be a lot easier if we had more tanks over here. And really, the thing to do is when we get this purple squad down here, in fact, before they take... I should halt you right away so you reorganize. Before you plan Guatemala, like, I can have, when we declare war on Guatemala, we can use the purple squad here to cover these two, and then just move our modern tanks over here, and they should be able to do a pretty good job of punching through what's left in the US. Although it would be nice if they could take the Lee City first, which might happen. Again, we're trying to move our ships over here to support the invasion as well. If we take a quick gander at things, they're preparing. We don't have the supremacy over the Gulf of Mexico, but I don't think our ships are there yet. Before I go, well, I'll probably prep this before next stream, is we'll plan a bunch of naval bombers over here too. The other thing is, I don't think we have any air support. What I should do is steal some of these planes. What are these guys? Some fighters. See, if I position you in here... Oh, you're attached to an army. Never mind. Are you guys attached to armies? Yes. See, it's a little annoying to find sometimes planes there. These planes are not attached to armies. Although I don't need both of these. They got a lot of XP, which is nice. We're going to take one of these, move them here to operate there, and the other one here is going to move here to operate in the Yucatan Peninsula, giving us at least some close air support, and assuming there's no planes flying around here, that'll do a big job to finish things off. I believe A Kiss for Luck is streaming. Let me take a quick gander and see if that's the case. Farming simulator! Oh, it's so lovely. Wait, am I just getting raided now? Mr. Gibbons, thank you very much for the raid. Unfortunately, I'm just ending the stream, Mr. Gibbons. But we will be raiding A Kiss for Luck, who's playing Farming Simulator right now. She has a lovely farm going on. I think it looks like she's showing off her horsies right now. So we're going to go and raid there. Again, my next live stream is going to be on Saturday with Dwarf Fortress. Monday's Football Manager. Next Wednesday, more Hearts of Iron. Thanks a lot for coming out, everyone, and I'll see you then. Give Ava some love for us. She's not feeling well right now, and she could certainly use a little bit of a cheer up. Bye-bye.